Salutations, game enthusiasts! George Maynard here, and today it's not just me. I am for the first time joined by guests. We have with us Benson from the Game Dimension and Shroob Invader. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello. And today we're going to be talking about, the name of the podcast. The name of this new podcast that I have put together is called Flatmates. Haha, nice pun.
I think
We're
we
not
should
just
admire
going
that more than just saying, ha, nice pun. Just realize the genius of this.
Just literally be like,
Yeah.
nice pun, and then reflect on the genius.
Yeah, flat like Paper
Exactly.
Mario.
Exactly.
And flat like the storytelling of modern Paper Mario. Never mind.
Oh wait, that isn't today's topic.
No, yeah. I like the modern Paper Mario games, so I'm burning it, but still, I still enjoy them.
Of
Anyway, we're not just going to discuss the Paper Mario series, however, this is a general discussion for all of the Mario RPGs, but we just couldn't figure out a good name that would cover all of the different series.
Exactly. I mean, my name's already Shroob Invader,
difficult.
so we're already good enough there.
Yeah.
I'm just the game dimension, so technically they're video games. I cover the game part, so there we go. That's as close as I'm
Perfect.
gonna
We're
get.
good.
He has a video on the Paper Mario series. Yeah, go watch that.
I do, the Origami King, yes. I am thinking eventually, because I do love all the Mario RPGs, as we'll get to soon enough. I am looking, to be honest, George, because your Paper Mario retrospective has been great so far, and, the Mario and Luigi retrospective, I'm just like, shoot, that'd be a nice idea, because, let's be honest here, I already, briefly covered the series in, the introduction to the review, so why not just go into all of them and, look at them again, so it's gonna be fun.
If you've got opinions, then why not use them for content?
Exactly. And his voice cracked. Shh, that never happened.
Exactly! Anyway, so... Today, we are going to be discussing, since this is the first episode of the series, I figured that we'd start off fairly simple and introduce each of ourselves by talking a little bit about where we started with the Mario RPG series, our first games, and also our favourite games in the series. So, I think I might as well go first, because I'm hosting the series.
I was gonna say, it was your idea, and it would be weird to save, the host for last.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go last, because, best for last, but,
You're gonna have to fight for your spot in last here, okay? Let me
Exactly.
turn-based
Or just
Mario...
go at the same time and make the audio sound awful.
We love that.
Okay. The first Mario RPG game that I got was Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Shroob, I'm sure that you enjoyed that one.
No, I hated that one.
I got Partners in Time at my nan's house. It was a gift that she bought for me. That was quite nice.
That is very nice.
I always liked. It was always very special when I go to my nan's house and she'd buy me a game. That was always a fun experience, because back then I wouldn't get new video games terribly often, and it just kind of blew my mind that a Mario game could be funny and have any semblance of a proper story. Because so far I'd only played Super Mario Bros. 3 and Mario Kart and basic stuff like that, and Partners in Time opened up a whole new world of different video games to me, and I really, really enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
That's true.
Partners in Time is
And
a very well-made Mario and Luigi, just RPG in general too, story-wise as well. Holy cow!
A lot
Yeah,
of
exactly.
people don't seem to like it. I'm not entirely sure why.
I'm surprised.
I think that they prefer the way that Bros attacks work in other games, where you spend an amount of Bros points, whereas Partners in Time, you collect items and then use them.
See,
I think the other thing is, I've heard other people say it's way too easy, which I very much agree with.
I do agree with that for sure. That's a weird thing though, because when I usually look on online opinions or watch other reviews or watch top 10 countdowns, there's Partners in Time is always high praise for. I'm actually surprised that you say that not many people like it, because this is the first time I'm hearing that, because whenever I've been around different aspects of the internet, it's always been oh, this is easily one of the better ones, up there with the original and Bowser's Inside Story.
Basically, everyone thought that Partners in Time was the worst until Paper Jam came out.
Yes.
I think that's just how it works.
That's how it
Maybe
works.
you just happened upon a specific group of people that all like Partners in Time.
I really definitely feel like I did. Like there were definitely some. Like, it was like very.
I think
odd
we're
parts of
blowing
it.
Benson's mind. The world is not as he thinks it is.
I know, right? Can you believe it? I gotta step out of my game dimension for once and come back to the reality
But anyway,
dimension.
Nah, you stay
Yeah.
in there. It's probably best that you're in there.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm. Anyway, Partners in Time felt like a very, very unique and interesting Mario concept. Especially like it feels dark and grim. Does Partners in Time? Because
Oh, yeah.
you've got
Oh,
these
yeah.
invading aliens and they want to kill everybody and turn things into shroobness and whatnot. That's definitely a word, shroobness.
Yeah, I can confirm that right there.
I was gonna say,
Oh, thank you.
let me pull up my Oxford dictionary and just look up shrewdness real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, but it was a very interesting game to start the series on, and I didn't actually play the first Mario and Luigi game, Superstar Saga, until my teenage years, so I don't have like any nostalgia for that game at all. So
Yeah.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, I
No.
only played the remake. I haven't even played the original yet.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I don't even plan on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say finding them is like a hassle, honestly, in this day and age. Like just in general.
That's true.
Because like
I
yeah, God, you good.
okay. I did play the original. I did get the original, but
Yeah.
then I don't know what came over me, but I was very, very stupid and thought, oh, the remake is coming out soon. I can sell the classic version and just buy that when it comes out.
No.
No, you can't do that.
I feel so mad at myself for doing that ever since.
Rule number 1 of gaming: don't do that.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
I think I experienced that with like Super Mario Sluggers or something. I got rid of that game when I was like 7, and I wanted it back so bad like
Oh
a
my
month
God.
later.
This isn't like.
Fun fact.
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
Fun fact: Super Mario Sluggers never even came out in England.
What?
Well, I feel bad for you guys.
Yeah, you're missing
I
out.
You guys
suppose
missed
they thought.
out.
I suppose they thought, British people don't care about baseball. Let's not give it to them.
I mean, can you confirm that?
Can you confirm?
I have never once seen a game of baseball in my life. But
okay, well.
then
there
again,
you go.
I own and play some Mario Tennis and whatnot games, but I don't watch any of those either. I'm not a very sporty person. I'm not the right person to ask.
That's
I
true.
mean, to be fair, we all review video games online. I don't think we're all sports people. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Actually, you're a little bit wrong because I just like the only sport I actually follow big time is hockey.
Hockey.
And then some,
Yep, I know.
every
Okay.
once in a while it's football, but everything else I just don't care about. Like, I'm sorry. It's true.
Oh, so in that case, have you played Mario Sports Mix then?
I have, yes.
Yes, because that indeed has hockey in it.
It does, and I was like, wow, I can just like hip check Donkey Kong as Mario, and it'll be totally okay. Like living the dream right
You
here.
feel represented in the Mario series for once.
The one time that hockey's represented in Mario Sports before it became only
Okay.
Mario Golf.
Exactly.
All right, before the conversation goes on for Mario sports games for too long.
Yeah, this is a Mario
Uh,
RPG.
This
yes. Back to the topic at hand. What was that again? Oh yes, Mario RPGs. And my favourite Mario RPG game is Super Paper Mario. That is a game that I played over at my friend's house a long time ago for the first time. I didn't play through all of it at my friend's house. I played through like up to the end of the second chapter of the game. Then later on, I would buy my own copy of Super Paper Mario and play it all the way through. It's just a wonderful game. It's definitely, I want to say it's the odd one out in the Paper Mario series, and a lot of people like the classic fans. Yeah, the classic fans are like Super Paper Mario is where it went wrong, but like then other classic fans are like the story is very good, but the gameplay is weird.
Yeah.
It's controversial to say the least, but I think that
I call it a
it's
dark
fantastic.
Horse. It is very fantastic. I agree. I call it a dark horse actually because it's literally like the series Dark Horse, where it's like people seem to not like it, but it's gained a cult following over the years. I've noticed.
Yeah.
Like very.
Yeah.
I think especially after Origami King came out, where it kind of reminded them of Super Paper Mario, because obviously that game had a really good story, but it didn't have great EXP and a battle system. So then you compare it back to Super Paper Mario, where it had something. Obviously, it had a little bit of EXP, which is actually my personal favorite part about it.
Right.
So it's interesting. Super Paper Mario is not my favorite. I'll say that.
It's definitely a good one for sure, and like
Yeah.
It is very I definitely agree that it's the Origami King is definitely a point where people look back and are like, oh, it's not that bad. I feel like that's just like in general for video game series. Like literally, Pokemon is like has the syndrome of like new generation comes out. Oh, this one wasn't as bad as we thought, which is literally what Gen 5 is on right now, and I'm mad because I've loved it literally since it came out, and I feel like everyone's late to the party. But you know what? More the merrier. But I digress.
I have only played Pokemon Sword, and that is it.
Okay.
I've played Pokemon X and Pokemon Shield. That is it.
Oh, you guys, congratulations. You guys have played arguably some of the worst in the series.
Okay. Well,
but
honestly though, I
enjoyed it, and I think that's what counts.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, true.
I mean, they're enjoyable, but again, look for those reviews eventually. But I'm just saying.
All right.
But it is Super Paper Mario though is definitely that dark horse, and I feel like that's gonna be the case. This could be a stretch when I say this, but if a new Paper Mario game comes out and it isn't what everyone wants, as we all know, I feel like that's going to be the syndrome with, again, really long stretch with this one, Sticker Star. People are going to look back and probably be like, oh, hey, maybe this one wasn't as bad as we thought. Like, it's just the circle of gaming. It just is.
I think that'll happen to Color Splash and Origami King first, before Sticker Star.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's happening first.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Sticker Star is the one that is mostly unanimously hated.
The one that's bad.
We came out.
How could you? How dare you?
You came out swinging with that opinion.
I just didn't enjoy it.
Just recently,
I played the game for my channel, and it's just not that good.
Just recently, I came out as a Sticker Star fan with one of my videos.
I was gonna say,
we gotta shun
you're
him
talking to like maybe the 1 of 5 Sticker Star fans.
Yeah, how dare you insult us? It's all both of us. I'll tell the other guy that what he said later.
Well, he's got a group chat going. He's just like, guys, you're not gonna believe what he said, and like you're gonna get 5 angry messages later.
Yeah. I have actually met a few other people online who like Sticker Star, and if you look at the sales for that game, it sold very, very well. And I think that in terms of, it was definitely the case with the Wii and DS series, not quite as much now, and it is definitely the case with the Wii and 3DS series. But the more modern the games are, the less like adult people there are talking about them who grew up with them, obviously. Yep. So I'm sure that there were like kids who grew up with Sticker Star and really love it, don't even know about the ones before it, and eventually when they get older, some of those will turn into YouTubers who will then sing its praises.
Oh, you know for a fact.
I think you're wrong about that.
I think that's
because
very
Sticker Star was my
interesting.
second favorite Mario game.
I think that's very interesting, the sort of cycle of nostalgia that goes on.
It's gonna be interesting
as people grow up.
I will be sitting there with my 80s at this point, watching as Paper Mario gets its 50th game, shaking my cane, being like, "I like that first."
I love
Back in my day, we had EXP.
Exactly. Coins.
Perfect.
You're still on the coins thing.
Oh dear. Okay. So who would like to go next?
Shroob.
So I'm best for last, so I'm not going next.
I guess that's just me. Didn't you hear the thing?
All right then.
Didn't you hear second is the best back when you were a kid? Like, didn't you hear that saying?
Oh yeah, true, but that also means that first is the worst.
Well, we can't.
Sorry, George.
Yeah, that's true.
Who isn't getting insulted here?
We're getting
Me. Just me. I'm clean over here.
I'm sure there are definitely going to be some skeletons in the closet when it comes to the Mario RPGs as soon as we get the series moving along for you. Don't worry. We'll get there in due time. But I guess that's me next. So
Yep.
I actually got my start. I did not start with the Mario and the Luigi series, which was surprising because I was big on RPGs on the Game Boy. I actually got my start, and I mentioned this in the review. I think George and I have talked about it too. I got my start also with Super Paper Mario on the Wii. That was the first.
Boy.
That was the first one I ever played, and
nice.
it was so much fun. I remember it being so much fun, and the thing was, it started not just my love for like Mario RPGs, but just like respected Mario and his side games a lot more. Because I didn't really get into the side Mario games side series as a kid. Like the most I got into, I think, was Mario Party, and that was about it. But
and that's
Yeah.
not a side game at all. Oh, never mind. You're saying among the side games. Sorry.
yeah, among the
not-
sections. Yeah.
Yeah, among the side games.
Yeah.
I thought that you were stating, oh yes, the main series of Mario games that is Mario Party.
You were about to bust out the PowerPoint and be like, actually, here's where you're wrong.
Yes, exactly.
Do that, but no, it was Super Paper Mario was, and it was impactful because like it showed that Mario to me when I was like almost 10 at the time, I believe, almost 10. I was like, wow, this series really can tell some good stories, and this was when I was getting more into writing, and it inspired me to write more, which was awesome. So, Super Paper Mario was my
you like
start.
writing?
I do love writing. Like outside of outside of my reviews, I write a bunch of scripts. I write a bunch of stories. I like literally,
nice.
I help so many people edit their stuff. It's just, it's great stuff. I love writing, and like Super Paper Mario's story is phenomenal.
I love writing. I love writing too. Like, and with me English exams and stuff, I'd go way over the top with my stories that I'd write sometimes.
Oh my god! I
always
wish
love
I had
writing.
more. Like I literally wish I had more time with some of the stories. Like it's just, but either way, Super Paper Mario was the first one for sure, and it took a little bit longer to get into the next big games when it came to the Super Mario RPG stuff. But the next one that I got into, and this is easily my favorite of all the Mario RPGs, of course, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. That is probably one of my favorite of all time. Closely followed, of course, by Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, and also Thousand Year Door. Those two are a very close second, but Super Mario RPG is just phenomenal. I'm a big old school RPG guy as well. Like I love all RPGs, but turn-based RPGs just have a very special place in my heart, especially like with Super Mario RPG. And I just love it as like a titan for these what is it? Not a titan, a grandfather for these series. Like basically the starting point for Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario. And I just love the cast of characters. I love how it was one of the first games to give Bowser like a goofier side, if you will. Like it just did so much right that set up the Mario series, and I love it for that, and also just because it's a phenomenal game with phenomenal soundtracks. And I'm still mad that we haven't gotten it to Switch yet. Where's my port? Where's my remake? I'm waiting, but that's
Please, I'm also
exactly. But that's probably my favorite one of the bunch. And after I played Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, I started getting hooked on the Mario RPGs, and that's where I started getting more. Actually, that's around the time a couple years ago when I found a local game store where they sell all bunch of different consoles and games, and I would keep my eye out for the longest time for a whole bunch of different Mario RPG games that I may have been missing. And sure enough, one day, like this, I was surprised I found it that same day because usually it sells out pretty quick. But I got Thousand Year Door, which again, one of my second favorite games out of the RPG series, and I actually found the original cartridge for Superstar Saga.
Part of me misses the days when you would get new games by seeing if they were in the shop or not, rather than looking online.
Exactly.
And that's the funny thing too, is that this store kind of does both. Is like you can go in and see if they have it, but they also have social media, so that way you can look and be like, oh, this is what's going on the floor, because they clean all the discs first as best they can. And then they have these huge...
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God, thank God, exactly.
Yeah,
They have a disc cleaner and everything like machine. They do that. It's awesome. I've never really had a problem. GameCube, of course, has been somewhat tricky because, again, some of the cleaning a GameCube disc is basically asking for like a dance of death because you could wipe the entire data off it. But you know,
it's super weird. I had a copy
tiny.
of...
Exactly.
Yeah. It's also tiny.
I had a copy of Color Splash.
Yeah.
And the disc looked almost entirely fine. Like there was like maybe one scratch on it. I think I cleaned it to death, but like it had these really weird errors in like a couple of really specific parts of the game. It would stop working. It would soft lock and not load any further.
Yeah, that's very weird actually.
And the strangest thing is, I have several discs that I've had for such a long time. Super Mario Galaxy was the first ever game on a disc I ever had.
Yeah.
It's covered in so many scratches, and I've never ever had a problem with it.
I never understand the logic with some of these game discs. Like, I have a copy, I'll have to send a picture at some point, of Pokemon Coliseum that I got from the same store. And, like, the inner ring of the GameCube disc, I think it's the top part, was peeled upward like a flower, and I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna have to return. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna have to return this. I know, right? I'm like, I'm gonna have to return this, and it won't work. I beat the entire game Like, I've played it so much, and it still works perfectly fine.
I'm reminded of the that Game Boy that was blown up in a war or something, and all of its casing is all melted and stuff, and it still works.
Yeah, the original Game Boy. It was like it survived a nuclear bomb, I think, like testing.
I don't think it was a nuclear bomb, but like its casing all got melted and stuff.
It might as well be at this point. That thing's just the Game Boy is just a brick, a powerhouse, honestly. But
build a whole house out of these bricks.
Anyway. Benson, you said that your favorite game was Super Mario RPG.
Yes.
I haven't played that game all the way through, actually. I think I got up to the sunken ship part where do you have to fight some kind of blooper boss, I think?
I think it's a blooper boss, yes. I do believe there's a blooper.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was also like the dry bones dragon is another part, but blooper is a boss in there, yeah. I remember that much.
Okay, well, that game really didn't click very well for me because I was coming off of playing like all the other RPGs. I was used to the modern Mario RPGs,
Right.
so like the timing of the attacks and avoiding things and stuff like that, it never looked or felt right or very easy to do. So I just kept on losing there, and I kind of lost interest and stopped playing it. Actually.
No, of course, it's fair because the thing is, like I said, it's like the format for the modern Mario RPGs. Like, of course, it's gonna be rough first of all, and also too, it's a SNES RPG. Like, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough, and they're also gonna be like old school RPG. Like,
obviously, if the modern ones weren't, like refined and better and felt easier to play, they wouldn't be doing a very good job then if they weren't like that, would they?
Exactly, like, and that's why I'm lucky I got into Mario RPG like right after I got into Super Paper Mario, because I don't think I would have the same love for its battles as much as I do now. Like, I would probably be on the same boat as you, especially if I went back after playing Thousand Year Door, Origami King, and like Partners in Time, honestly.
Oh yeah.
By the way, in Super Paper Mario, did you cry at the ending?
Nope.
Yep. But then again, video games make me pretty emotional as a whole, so it doesn't take much. Like,
I have a chaos heart as my actual heart, so I'm fine.
Okay.
Literally.
I cried at the ending. I also cried at the bit with Loveby when she was having an argument with her parents as well. I cried at that too.
It's just like the Mario series of like RPGs, like all of them, especially Paper Mario. You got to give them the credit that they're due. They really come out swinging with emotions. Like, to my point, Origami King.
Like, Origami King's more emotional to me than Super Paper Mario, which is kind of controversial. But it's mainly because of that ending after King Ali.
Oh my goodness, that ending as a whole is just so well done, so perfectly emotional. Like, I could not like look straight after. I was just like, what is happening to me? I'm crying over a goddamn game about paper. What is happening to me?
Like, I don't cry so easily.
Yeah.
I don't cry so easily these days. I didn't cry in Origami King, I'm afraid. I've gotten more hardened and apathetic since I played Super Paper Mario first time.
You've replayed the Super Mario ending over and over and over to harden yourself for the next Paper Mario game. I almost shot it, I swear.
Another fun fact about Nintendo hating Britain.
I can't wait for this one.
Super Mario RPG did not come out until the Wii U Virtual Console over here.
You guys didn't even get it for the SNES? What?
Nope.
Wow. Nintendo,
we didn't get to the Wii U.
Wait, what did you get?
So I literally couldn't have grown up with that game. So
that is Nintendo. What do you got against like Europe? What is going on? I need some explaining. Like,
gotta be something.
There's gotta be something. Like, to not get Mario Sluggers and Super Mario RPG. Like,
and they don't sell Color Light in Color Splash.
Jeez.
Like, literally, Nintendo's just like, oh, you like fun? Too bad you can't have any. And threw it in, like, their Mickey Mouse vault away from Europe until they were like, fine, I guess you can have it. Years later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically, like, my thing. I've been, like, breezing through everything. Like the latest, of course, that I played was Origami King, which again I absolutely love for what it's worth. It's not the return to form that Paper Mario fans were expecting or would want, but goddamn, is it a good Paper Mario game in its own rights. But I love the series to death. I love all the Mario RPGs. They mean so much to me, and I'm so glad that I got Super Paper Mario on Christmas with Mario Galaxy. What a trip that was.
Okie
Thank God for that.
Thank God for
All
that
right.
best birthday ever.
All right, Shroob. How about you then?
Okay, so you're over here saying that you love every single Mario RPG. I'm not in the same boat at all. So my first ever Mario RPG was, okay, it's either Super Paper Mario or Partners in Time. So I'm not being original at all. So Partners in Time, I don't remember it. Like, obviously I played it. So I think I got stuck when I had to go to Thwomp Volcano. But I kept, like, going to Toad Town when, like, that time hole was open.
Yeah.
And just, like, thinking there was an ability to get through that gate. I don't know why. So I'm pretty sure I just, like, got rid of it, which, I mean, I don't know. I didn't play it for a while. Something like that.
Right.
And then
Did you,
there's
like,
Super Paper Mario. Wait, what'd you say?
So did you come back to Partners in Time later on?
Yes, and thank God. Because that is probably the best. And after Thwomp Volcano, it's so good.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be funny if you based your channel around a game that
That's
you
what I'm
played as a
saying,
kid
yeah.
and hardly remembered.
Just never finished it. One time playthrough. Just not even play through half the game.
You're answering fan questions, and it's like, so where does Partners in Time rank on your thing? Well, it's the channel name, and that's all I can tell you about it because I don't remember it. one out of top spot right there. You know, wins the battle.
Exactly. Okay, so my second one was Super Paper Mario. I did not complete that game for a while, and it was not memorable to me in the slightest. But that's mainly because I didn't get to the points or have a brain to comprehend the story. So it wasn't that interesting to me.
No, yeah. What made you stop playing it though? Was it just in general, like, oh, I don't want to keep playing this, or was there like
I think I got stuck at like 8-3. I think I just had no idea what to do, or I just kept dying, which is weird.
You see,
that's not even that hard of a level.
When I was a kid, I was absolutely obsessed with video games, and I would not allow myself to get too stuck on something to just give up. I would continue playing it all day, constantly, until I managed to overcome that hurdle.
Like,
my brain was just too dumb, apparently, which is fair.
It's like a
things.
skill
I guess
that you
things don't change.
Oh yeah,
So-
especially if you play RPGs, like with the difficulty spikes that can get pretty BS. Like you just learn that skill of, oh, I'm gonna keep getting there. Just you wait. Like it's just natural at that point, which is why I always love RPGs and the fact that literally, if I could tell anyone to play an RPG, I'm like, do it, because you will literally get so frustrated sometimes. But it's literally life incarnated, where it tells you that it's gonna be frustrating, but you're eventually gonna kick its ass eventually. So just play the RPG.
Except if I started with the two easiest games in the series.
Okay.
That's kind of a problem.
We may have to look back at the grades.
That reminds me, when I played Partners in Time, which was actually my first RPG ever, by the way, I don't think I mentioned that.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Well, I did not understand leveling up for like the whole game. I didn't really realize that beating enemies was a good thing. I kind of ignored all the enemies the whole game through. And whenever I would get to a boss, it would be ridiculously hard for me to beat them. So I basically played Partners in Time on hard mode.
You did like the level 1 run of it. Like basically you were like, let me put this
and every time I would actually eventually manage to beat a boss after so many hours and days of trying to beat it and getting really, really good at avoiding all their attacks and stuff. Everybody would level up like 3 times.
Oh my god.
With all the XP I would get.
Oh my god. You literally were like, before anyone ever thought of doing like these level 1 runs of Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, whatever. You literally
I was just ahead of my time. I wasn't not noticing. I was just ahead of my time.
You were the founder of these challenges. Pay your dues, fans, because George founded your challenges that you do today. Have that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Give him more credit.
I think that I actually I realized that that you should level up by beating enemies around Thornt Volcano. Actually, I think. So
that's not
yeah, I think
fun.
I think I beat Mrs. Thwomp, and then I'm like, okay, I think that I'm supposed to be fighting these enemies, so I'd go and grind after that. So
feel like
I
you
didn't
should
play
be
the whole game this way, but still.
No, yeah. I thought it was either going to be you didn't fight the enemies, or you were leveling up and you only focused on, like, one certain aspect of the character development.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I did that for HP, didn't everybody?
I was going to say, it was either attack or HP. There was no in between when you were a kid. If you grew up with
there was attack,
no in between.
then.
I didn't know that you could. I didn't know that you could choose which thing you upgraded.
So you're just like,
So
this one.
I just added to HP every single time because that's the first thing that it starts on. I didn't know that you could move it up and down.
At least you had a lot of HP going into it, you know? You're like,
yeah.
You're like you were the final boss to the final boss. Like,
Okay, yeah.
essentially saying. But oh yeah, it was either attack or HP. There's who focused on defense. Let's be honest here.
Actually, when I play Mario and Luigi games, I make Mario the powerhouse and I give Luigi all the defense. Actually,
See,
so
that is very smart. But like when we were kids, I'm sure any viewer out there could vouch for it. Whoever played RPGs, it was either you had the beefiest health, or you literally could just touch an enemy and they're dead. Like there's no in between. You were Super Saiyan, or you were just like a healer. There's no in between at this point.
So Shroob, what's your favorite Mario RPG then?
Oh, that's hard. Okay, I have a top 3. I cannot pick.
Okay.
Actually, okay, I have a top 2, but I'll throw in a Paper Mario game in there
it
as
makes
well.
sense
So my
this
top
channel...
3 are Partners in Time. What a surprise! Dream Team, and I'm like trying to decide between like Super Paper Mario, Origami King, or Thousand Year Door.
Ooh,
that's a top 5.
That's
I'm good at counting.
That's a top 5 for sure. But if you had to pick one of them, which one?
It seems
all I
appropriate because
know
your
is that
channel
it's
is all
not
about
Origami
listing
King.
things.
Exactly. Do you say Origami King?
Not Origami King.
Not. Ooh.
That's all
okay.
I know.
Yeah. That's
I
interesting.
mean, to be fair, I haven't played the original Paper Mario, so...
I actually got that as well, and a while ago, and I was just like, this is so much fun.
Exactly.
But
I feel like a lot of people now say like it's pretty bare bones, which honestly is how I feel about Superstar Saga. So
I've noticed that lately. Like the original Paper Mario, people are just like, oh, like a year ago, it was like, oh, this is fantastic, and now all of a sudden it's just like, oh, this kind of sucks at points.
It's been a very
really
long
bad.
time since I played the original Paper Mario.
But it's tough because Origami King, I can see why it's not a top 3 for you, but that was, go figure, a fun fact. For my update video, I did a whole Game of the Year talk after I got recovered from COVID. And I was like, all right, let's talk about Game of the Year. And Origami King was actually a runner-up for Game of the Year for me. It was that good.
Oh, I gotta disagree with that. On a replay, it's definitely better.
It's
if
better.
People have only played Origami King once, then I feel bad for you. On a replay, it's actually better because of the difficult stuff and bosses.
Yep.
Well, it's gone. You know exactly what to do. And I replayed that a little while ago, and I have much more enjoyment.
Oh,
like, it's an enjoyable game. But I just enjoy Super Paper Mario more because of its platforming compared to Origami King, which is so weird.
Yeah, and to be fair, my runner-up technically was like, I literally was like, okay, so here's my runner-up, which is like a group of games, and now it's time to pick between these 3 that are not part of that group. So basically, runner-up was like literally amongst the whole group. If I actually had to list my Game of the Year nominations, Origami King, as much as I love it and sing its praises, definitely be a bit more towards like the middle bottom part.
Yep.
Okay. I got so few games last year. Honestly, I do think that Origami King would be my favorite of the year. I got, what games did I get last year? I can scarcely even remember. I bought so few of them. I got Origami King. I got Ring Fit. What else did I get?
Man, I wonder why he thinks Origami King is his favorite when he has Origami King and Ring Fit Adventure.
Well,
Ring Fit was fun. It's fun. I still haven't finished it yet.
It's like RPG, but like on steroids, honestly.
Exercise.
Exactly.
I guess at that point, Ring Fit is just better then.
Oh, exactly. Literally, imagine George steps out for his next video and he's just like, so that was a lie about Origami King. My favorite game of the year is Exercise and holds up Ring Fit.
Yeah.
But, okay, so you said, what is it? Super Paper Mario, you knocked out Origami King, and Super Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door, correct, Shroob?
Yeah, here's the thing. I would probably want to replay Super Paper Mario between Thousand Year Door and Super Paper. So because of that, I'm going to pick Super Paper Mario my top 3, and then Partners in Time and Dream Team. There's only one part of Dream Team, and I've talked about it on my channel, of, like, I genuinely hate it, and it's Giant Bowser. That's the only part of Dream Team I genuinely hate.
Oh yeah.
I've actually been playing Dream Team very recently. I was playing it just today. I've been playing through it recently. Because I'm going through a series of retrospective videos on the Mario Luigi series on my channel, except backwards because of reasons I explained in my Paper Jam video. But I've really been enjoying Dream Team. I've really been enjoying Dream Team. It's a lot of fun, and I won't talk about it too much here because otherwise it'll be exhausting the content I'll be using for later. But it's a very fun game. Did you ever play the hard mode, by the way, Shroob?
Yep, and that's why I hate Giant Bowser.
Oh,
yes.
That's why I hate Giant Bowser.
They actually give the giant battles different attacks for you to avoid, and they use
tries on that battle. They use tries. I got to the end where he turns into Giga Giant Bowser, and then his attacks, because they're controlled by the stylus and not buttons.
No, it's
the
motion controls, isn't
went
it?
Through the battles 20 times in a row, having the exact same attacks, doing the exact same sequence, and I was so tired of it.
Same.
That is just.
I'm so tired of Giant Bowser.
Wasn't it the motion controls though that you use?
Yeah.
There was this one where you've got to spin around and round as Luigi and try and knock him off the side, and there was also another one where you've got to use the star move, but it's a different star move this time. You've got to avoid the fireballs he sends your way, and the motion controls are just so unreliable and don't really work that well. It's just makes it nigh impossible to do.
My favorite part is like the huge Giant Bowser. The Beyblade section is still not great. I found out how exactly to hold the 3DS. Like, there's like a model that shows you like how to prepare. You cannot hold it like exactly in the sides. You have to hold it on like the corners.
Okay.
You have to hold it exactly there for it to work well.
Interesting.
Dream Team is just actually like the wildest Mario and Luigi game to like control, if I'm being honest.
Oh yeah.
Like
it's
so out
weird.
of left field. Like, it's a good game, but honestly, before I watched your video, Shroob, I didn't even know about like the different attacks on hard mode, and I was like, maybe I should go back to hard mode. But then when George introduced me to your channel, we were talking about the podcast, I was just like, I'm not going back for a while. Like, I'm gonna get mad. I am. I'm gonna be mad.
It's such a shame as well, because I really, really like the idea of a hard mode, and Dream Team being a mostly very enjoyable game, I'll happily go back and play it again, but harder, because it's not terribly difficult. Let's face it, none of the Mario RPGs are generally that difficult.
Nope.
But I very much enjoyed most of my time with hard mode on that game, just the general normal gameplay. But with that, I think that the Zkeeper battle as well, that was very hard. I remember.
I don't think it was as hard, mainly because I had practiced with it, and also, again, you have to like follow exactly how the model is, but it's still not good. Because
not nearly as hard as Giant Bowser was,
you have to pull out the attack perfectly.
Yeah, I did actually give up. I never actually beat the Giant Bowser battle in hard mode. So, that's one of the few games that's broken me.
It looks so frustrating. I couldn't do that. I would be like, I have to set time aside to do that. It's like literally with Kingdom Hearts 3 critical mode for me. Like, I will have to set time aside just to try to complete that, because once I go in, I'm probably not coming out, because I am determined to beat that and get done with it.
I spent so many hours on so many days trying to beat that Bowser battle. I almost said battle then.
I mean, it's so disappointing too, because I also think other bosses just aren't as hard as they should be, but that some of them are just crazy hard, like Giant Bowser. Like, I'm pretty sure Dreamy Bowser, the final boss of the game, is probably my least favorite final battle in a Mario and Luigi game, because it's too easy. Which is weird.
It's been a long time. I've been playing Dream Team recently, as I said, and it's been a long time since I played it last, so I'm not quite sure. I don't really remember.
Right.
Antasma, though, is my favorite fight from that game, especially Antasma X. That fight is really enjoyable.
Okay.
Like, that's really fun, especially on hard mode, because you die in 2 hits. But it's actually fair, it has good controls.
Yeah.
That is horrifying.
Yeah, I feel like if this was a Wii game and we were relying on that thing's motion controls, it'd be way better. It'd be easier.
It'd be
It'd work
easier,
better.
yes, but it would still suck.
It would absolutely still suck. It'd be like, wow, this is like, it's basically like trying to take out a fire with a smaller fire. Like, it's still gonna burn, but at least it's not bad.
It's still a fire. You still burn yourself. You still burn alive.
Exactly. It's still a fire. It's gonna hurt at the end of the day, but it's not too bad, I guess.
It's not terrible. I mean, like, talking about Super Paper Mario, that's also my top 3. Yeah. I think that the Wii, it being on the Wii messed up the game for me. Because I think that it being on a Wii remote was kind of uncomfortable. I remember 2-3, you know, the infamous level where you get 1,000,000 rupees. Yeah, so obviously, like, other people can just go to the safe immediately.
Of course.
I was, like, thinking to myself, you know what? I want to experience what a new player would, because I was doing, like, the huge level, like, hour-long level ranking.
Yep.
And I was trying to experience that.
Give yourself the authentic
experience. It takes 5
experience.
minutes for the hamster wheel. You're leaving your thumb on a really hard D-pad for 5 minutes.
I remember doing that as a kid, and I was just like, I thought I was having fun, but after a while I was just like, oh, how much longer do I have to go? And I just accidentally stumbled upon, like, the safe and, like, figuring it out as I was exploring, trying to figure out if there were other jobs I could do. I was like, my mind was blown as a kid.
I want someone to try to get 1,000,000 rupees in the first room where you have to jump.
You know,
oh, blimey.
Honestly,
if I ever know how to stream Super Paper Mario, I might do that one day.
Well, actually,
you get one ruby per jump with that, so you literally have to do it a million freaking times.
You just gave me an idea for that, because I do want to start streaming soon. I just need a webcam. I will literally stream that.
No, you're taking my idea.
I'll be like, all right, Shroob Invader gave me this idea. Here we go. And just
let's do it.
Halfway through, I'll be like, Shroob Invader, this was your idea. This is your fault. As I have like stubs for fingers out.
You didn't have to do it. And
anyway,
honestly, Partners in Time is the only game I don't have a flaw for. I mean, Shrowser sucks. Shrowser is the only thing I genuinely dislike about Partners in Time.
I thought that was a fun idea.
I thought it was a good concept. It didn't work at all.
Ooh, that'll be an interesting topic at some point. That's
no, am I in the minority for this?
I don't know, because it's been a while.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
I've literally never heard anybody else's opinion on Shrowser before in my life. So
I'll have to get to that point again and let you know, because it has been a while since I played Partners in Time. But I do remember like thinking it was interesting when I first played the game. But
that's the thing. It's interesting, but I think it has so much missed potential.
I will have to get back to you at some point if we ever talk about it here or just in general.
Just like one podcast where we literally just talk about Shrowser.
Oh dear God.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
really. We're gonna maybe like a podcast where we talk
every
about
now and
final
again.
Boss where I can continue ripping into Dreamy Bowser. I'll be good with that.
Oh yeah, that's
every now and again we'll have a podcast over a really, really specific topic, like which game has the best colored grass in it.
Oh, wow. I cannot wait for that one.
You know, I gotta say, I do like Partners in Time, but Origami King is a close second. You know those fields in Autumn Mountain? You know, those?
Nice. Just Autumn Mountain in general, great grass.
Oh my god, beautiful. Like, one of the most gorgeous locations, period.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In case you couldn't tell, I like orange.
Music's best.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, I could never tell you liked orange. Could not guess. I thought you liked yellow.
Anyway, so this conversation has been going on for 54 minutes now. So I think that now would be a good time to wrap up, to be honest, because that's a lot of editing and a long time for uploading.
Yep, thank God I'm not doing any of that.
I was gonna say it's one thing for audio, but to like have gameplay over it. Oh boy, it's been like I have like.
Oh yeah, good luck with that, George Mario nerd. I'm just gonna sit back, relax, go to sleep, and have a fun time.
I have my notifications on.
Keep an eye out for this video in a few days from now. I'll be very tired.
Except for the rest of you guys, you're getting it now.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. be thankful you don't have to edit this video, dear viewers. Anyway, so feel free to give a breakdown of your channels that people can go and have a look at.
Shroob, do you want to go first this time?
No.
Okay, I guess I'm going second again. Oh wait, I'm still first technically because I
don't need to plug my channel. They're already here.
I was gonna say, if this is your first time on the channel, then I feel like you got a general idea based on the name. But either way, so Game Dimension. I review games. I do a whole lot of games. I basically just review them. They're very long, in-depth reviews because I leave no stone unturned to give the fairest critique, praise, whatnot to you, the viewer. There's plenty of jokes to go around, but at the end of the day, it's about fair reviews that I believe you guys need to enjoy while making it as entertaining as possible. The Game Dimension is actually getting another episode soon. The 1-year anniversary is actually coming in June, so I am going...
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Dang.
It does not feel like it, but I expect 2 videos at least. One that I'm currently working on and getting the voice recording for. Another one is definitely coming after. It's an indie game that I found on Switch, actually. I've been in talk with the company a little bit, which is fun.
Oh boy.
Okay. But that's going to be fun. And afterwards, I don't know if I'll do a game for May or not, because I do want my 1-year anniversary to be a huge bang episode. So either way, big game reviews. Think like any gaming channel that you've seen with like reviews, but bigger and like bigger bang, essentially, like when it comes to reviewing and the jokes if you can. So that is the game.
You get to travel through dimensions.
Oh my god, if once I get the green screen I bought working, like forget it. Dimension travel's gonna be so much fun.
Just jump through it.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay.
And
I am a mushroom. I talk about the Mario RPGs.
Good for you.
And I don't try to be funny at all because I try to be very critique. I'm very serious.
Critique-y.
No jokes ever. If I see a joke in the comment section, I remove it.
0 out of 10.
I'm kidding, obviously. I talk about the Mario RPG stuff. I try to talk about a new Mario RPG like every 50 or 100 subscribers, which, I mean, I just hit 600 subscribers, which is pretty cool.
Hey, nice.
But, yeah,
wow.
thank you. So, also, I get to finally start talking about Superstar Saga, which is great, but also the game's very bare bones. I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you want. Obviously, like this video, because if you don't, I'm gonna turn back into a normal mushroom.
We can't have that. We cannot have that.
Yeah, I want to talk.
Okay, so thank you ever so much for watching. If you like this video, do be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more of lengthy periods of time of us 3 talking, and as well highly edited videos and whatnot that I make. And until next time, farewell everyone.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
And basically, okay, so we're recording now, and so what is it? Today's topic is just our experiences with the Mario RPGs, correct?
Yes, I'm gonna start us off by saying salutations, gaming enthusiasts, and today it's not just George Mario Nerd here, because I am joined by Benson from the Game Dimension, and also Shroob Commander.
Awesome.
It's Invader, but I'll take it.
Come on, I got your name wrong. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Commander and
well,
what's the difference?
It's been a good podcast series. Thank you for coming.
Great start.
Okay.
All right. Now that we're all sweating our balls off, I think we're ready to go.
Exactly.
Whenever.
Okay. So it's Shroob Invader, not Commander. Then.
Yes. Good job.
Yeah. You're not quite that high ranking yet.
Exactly.
We'll talk maybe in like episode 3 of the podcast. We'll see where you're on.
Exactly.
We'll see if you get.
I'll upgrade soon enough.
I was gonna say we'll see if you get the promotion soon.
Yeah. In a year or so, you'll be Shroob Admiral.
Ooh, there you go. Shroob Admiral.
Shroob Captain. Oh wait, that already exists. Crap, I can't take his role anymore. How disappointing.
I have to drop the role at this point. There's no excuses.
It's funny because you used to go by Elder Princess Shroob, and that was literally the top of the hierarchy.
Exactly. Yeah. I just got demoted. They found out, I wasn't actually Elder Princess Shroob, and they she dropped me down.
She wasn't happy that you were impersonating her, so she
exactly.
Yeah, they were just like, what the hell is this? Get him out of here.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it's a he. It's not she. What's going on?
That's a he.
That's like the way I got found out.
They literally had to start you at janitor, and you've worked your way up to invader, and now you're gonna be commander soon.
No, I was way lower. I literally had to invade myself back into the Shroob army. It was difficult.
Ugh, I was gonna tell you, janitor is a point and a laugh and going, boy, I sure wouldn't want to be this guy right now. All right, floor shorts to start whenever.
Definitely tempted to put this bit of conversation at the end of the video.
Oh my god! By
Yes,
all
please.
means, if you want to.